Welcome to this video. In the last two videos, we were discussing about relationships in Dynamics 365. What are the different types of relationships and how to create those relationships in Dataverse. In this video, we will see the different relationship behaviors. For that, I have three tables: grandparent, parent, and child. Using these three tables, we will see how the relationship behavior works. Before that, I will open the relationship that I have already created. I have already created the relationship between parent table and child table. And this is the relationship. Parent and child has one to many relationship. In the previous video itself, we have discussed how to create all these types of relationships: one to many, many to one, and many to many. The moment we create this particular relationship, we will have this advanced options. From here, we will be able to set the relationship behavior type. You have three options here: parental, referential, and then custom. Parental and referential are out of the box relationship behaviors. If you want to learn more about parental and referential, you can click on this info icon. From here, you will be able to learn the details about parental and then referential. If you select referential, you will get one more option for delete action, that is remove link and restrict. For these types also, you will be able to learn it from here: referential remove link and then referential restrict delete. We will not be discussing about parental and uh, referential as part of this video, since they are out of the box. You can learn it from here. Our focus will be on creating a custom behavior type. The moment I select custom over here, I will get these five actions: delete, assign, share, unshare, and reparent. What it actually means is, whenever we delete a parent, what should happen to the child records? Similarly, whenever we assign the parent record to some other user, what should happen to the child records? So basically, all these five actions refer to the parent table. Whenever something happens to the parent table record, what should happen for the related child table records? If we set it as cascade all, then whenever we do some action on parent, all the records in the child will be affected. For example, there is one parent, and then below that parent, we have five children records. The moment we assign the parent record to some other user, or the moment we delete the parent record, all the five children records also will be deleted if we set it as cascade on. And similarly, we have other option like cascade active, which means out of five children records, if only four records are active, then only those four will be deleted. The inactive one will not be assigned to other person, or it will not be deleted. In the same way, if we select user owned, then whenever we assign the parent record, initially if parent record is with Emmy, and out of five child records, three are with Emmy and two are with Dame, and the user doing this action is Emmy, then only those three child records which are in uh, Emmy's name will get assigned to the new person. Okay. In the same way, we have cascade none, which means whenever we assign the parent record, nothing will happen to the related child records. Child records will still with it will be still available with the old user only. For assign, we will have the same set of options, and share for unshare and reparent. For all these four, we will have the same set of actions only, but only for delete, we have cascade all, remove link, and restrict. Cascade all I have already explained. Remove link is whenever I delete the parent, only the parent record will get deleted. All the child records will exist. Restrict is you have one parent and you have five children records. When you try to delete the parent, system will not allow you to delete the parent itself. It will tell that you have your child records, so you will not be able to delete your parent record. Now you understood all the five different types of actions. Now we will see all these in action. Okay, so before we see it in the application, we will set something over here. For assign, I will go with Cascade, and for share and unshare, I will go with Cascade, and for reparent, maybe I will choose Cascade active, and for delete, or maybe for reparent also, we will go with Cascade, for delete, we will go with restrict. And this is the relationship between parent table and child table. Now I will save this particular relationship, and then we will go to application and see how it works. Now we will see the demo of delete, assign, share and unshare. For reparent, I will explain you later. Okay, now I will save this relationship. It is now saved. I will again open this relationship for our reference so that we can try it in our application. First, we will check the delete behavior. So currently we have set the delete as restrict. Okay. Now I will go to my app. Here I am in parent table form. The parent record is associated with two other child records. Since it is one to many relationship, one parent record is having multiple child records. Now we are going to check the delete. So currently we have set the delete behavior as restrict. Now if I try to delete this parent record, system should not allow me to delete because it still has two child records and we have set the delete behavior as restrict. And here you can see the record cannot be deleted because it is associated with another record. So this delete is working. But in case if we have set it as remove link, then only the parent will be deleted, child records will exist. In case if we set it as cascade all, then both the parent and child records will all get deleted. Now we will check this assign behavior. Currently, the parent record is assigned to system administrator. And one more point here is all these actions are related to parent record only. Whenever we do something in the parent record, what should happen for our child records? Now I will assign this parent record to a different user. And currently you can see the child records are also owned by system administrator. Now I will assign the parent record to Amy Alberts and save this record. The moment I save the parent record, automatically the child records are also assigned to the same user, whoever is owning the parent record. In the same way, if I change the owner to someone else, again the child record will get assigned to the same person. Now we will check the share behavior. Currently the owner is Dan. I will share this record with Amy. Now I am sharing the parent record with another user. And for Amy, I will give just read privilege. Yeah, now the record shared with Amy, and Amy will only have read privilege. We can check this by clicking on check access. You can see Amy is having the read privilege for the parent record, but still Dan is the owner. Now all I have done is from the parent record only. I just shared the parent record with Amy. Now I will quickly open the child record, and from here we will see whether the new user who is Amy is getting the access. You can see the child record is with still Dan only. When I check access for Amy, Amy is getting the read privilege, and it is coming via the related record, that is parent 1. So what I have done is I just assigned the parent record to Amy. Sorry, I just shared the parent record with Amy, but Amy is getting the privilege for child records as well. In the same way, if we unshare the parent record, it will remove from Amy's bucket. Now I am in my parent form. Okay, only if I am the owner, I will be able to unshare. I will just assign this record back to system administrator. Now again I will go to this share page, and from here I am removing the read privilege from Amy. Okay. Now if I check access for the parent record for Amy, Amy is not having any access to this parent record. I just unshared the record from Amy. Now if I go to child, earlier Amy was having read privilege for this child record, but now she should not be having the access. Yeah. Now Amy's access is none. Now I hope you understood delete, assign, share, and unshare relationship behaviors. Now we will go to reparent. Reparent is little tricky. For this, we need to consider the grandparent records as well. So till now we are discussing the parent and children records. So whenever something is happening to the parent, what is going to happen for the child records? Now we are just going to set the grandparent value in this parent form. Okay, before that, I will create one grandparent. Now I have a grandparent one record. Currently it is in my name, system administrator. I will assign this record to Dan, and I will save this grandparent record. So this is my grandparent record GP1, and it is with Dan. Now I will go to my parent. And if I go to check access, and if I go to this who has access tab, you are not seeing Dan's name over here. Currently, system administrator and this dedicated admin, only these two users are having access to this parent record. And similarly, if I go to child record and go to who has access, only system administrator is having access. Now what I will do is, from the parent record, I am going to set this grandparent lookup field, and this grandparent and parent are having parental relationship. So before setting this lookup value, I will show that relationship as well. I will go to grandparent, and this is the relationship from grandparent to parent. It is one to many. And here the type of behavior is parental, and only if the type of relationship between grandparent and parent is parental, then only this reparent feature will work, whatever we are going to discuss. So now you can understand that from grandparent to parent, the relationship behavior is parental, and from parent to child, the relationship is custom, and we have set our own behavior types. And particularly for reparent, we have set cascade all. Okay. Now I will go to my parent form, and here I will set the parent, sorry, the grandparent lookup field value. Okay. And I have already shown you that the grandparent one is owned by Dan. Okay. But the other two records, parent record and child records, are not at all related to Dan as of now. Okay. Now I will save this parent form after giving this lookup field value. Now I will go to my child. I will refresh the page once. If I go to check access, and if I see who has access, here you can see Dan's name. Earlier it was only showing delegated admin and system administrator. Now after setting this GP1, that is grandparent 1 record in this grandparent lookup field of parent record, now after coming to this child record, you can see Dan's name over here. And similarly, if I open the second child record, here also you are seeing the Dan's name. And if you want to see how Dan is getting this access, you can go to this user details tab. And here you can see Dan is getting this access from the related record grandparent 1. Now if you see this behavior, relationship behavior, parent and child are linked. But from child record, there is no relationship with the grandparent. But the moment you set this grandparent lookup field in your parent, Dan, who is the owner of grandparent, is getting the access of child records. But child records and grandparent are not at all related. And this is how the reparent relationship behavior works. The moment you change the lookup field of your parent record, your child records will also be accessed by the owner of the grandparent record. I hope now you understood all the different types of relationship behaviors in Dataverse. Thank you for watching.